Good afternoon, sir. This is John Michael Tansico, B73 Canopus, and I understand and will comply the policy. So this is my C1 assessment. So number 1 is complete parts of the turning circle of MB Crystal A with right-handed propeller in normal full loaded condition with maximum rudder angle full speed RPM. So this is my illustration in turning circle in port side. And this is in starboard side, the turning circle of port side and starboard side. And as you can see, this is the technical diameter, the transfer, maximum force, and the drift angle, path of ship's center of gravity, maximum transfer, and 180 degrees, and then the advance, the approach 0M, note the initial movement of starboard. And then the starboard side is the tactical diameter, the transfer, path of midship point, turning radius, the drift angle, and then the other secured approach course. So diri muna sila actual nga pagliko sa barko, sir. Then as you can see, sa starboard side is nasa dagan niya 17 knots to 07 degrees. Then pag abot niya sa aning ilid dapit, nihipahin na siya, abot siya, inuso siya og 12 knots for 11 degrees. Then pag paliko niya, inusos pa jud, so 11.34 knots, 6 sa abot na siya sa 6 degrees 24 ay 6.24 degrees. Then sa port side ng pod, pag napan siya na dagan niya is 16.9 knots, then 206 degrees. Then pag kilid na balik ko iusos og 11.5 knots for 11 degrees. So pag abot sa ubos is 9.7 knots, 619 degrees. So port 25.52 knots, starboard 25.52 knots. Normal full loaded condition with maximum rudder angle full ahead. So in number 2, discuss comparing difference of its turning circle between turning to port side and to turning starboard side, ballast condition, full loaded condition. So turning to port side and turning to starboard side. The difference between turning to port side and turning to starboard side are the speed during the turning, the transfer diameter, and the time. So in the ballast condition and full loaded condition, the difference between ballast condition and full loaded condition is that on ballast condition it will be faster and easier to turn than on full loaded condition because it will be heavier. So bugat siya if full loaded, then easier kung kuan wala kayo isod. Then the task 2 in task 2, based on below illustration, discuss your action with the effects of wind and current on ship handling while maintaining safety navigation. The appropriate action for the illustration is to anticipate and understand the countermeasures according to the wind and current affecting the ship's course. For the illustration, I will correct the ship's course. For the illustration, I will direct the ship course to starboard side to avoid to be ground and maintain safety of navigation, and to steer the ship to its correct ship's heading. So in task 3, explain why human factor is one of the other variable factors affecting ship handling. Human factor is one of the other variable factors affecting ship handling because of a delay in time between your given order and the execution of the order will affect you how intend to move your ship. This is caused by human factors because the individuals you are ordering may have different responses depending on their training and ability to perform the job, or that orders have to be relayed by an officer to the helmsman, which is a bad practice that should be avoided. So that conning officer should be able to give his order directly to the helmsman. So in task 4, discuss squat by answering below 5 questions. So start. Question number 1, why and how does squat effect takes place? So my answer is the ship floats in water because of simple reason. There is no net forcing acting on the ship. Now it is not that there are no forces acting on ship, but all these forces are equal and opposite in nature. In question number 2, what are the factors that affect squat? As we know, the squat is caused by the low pressure that is developed under in a ship's shallow water. With more and more speed of the vessel, the squat increase. This is because with more speed, that vessel will push more water forward, and more water is required to fill that void. Question number 3, how do we know if the squat will result in forward trim, up trim, or no trim? As we discussed, in shallow depths, the water tries to fill the void created by moving ship. For the fine-formed ships like Queen Mary 2, the bow of the ship will not obstruct the water flow as much as the mid and up section of the ship. Then question number 4, what are the signs that show vessels in experienced squat? Muna yung mga signs are, we have 2, 4, 7 signs. Ship steering becomes sluggish. That is become comparatively difficult to steer the ship. Engine RPM will decrease to compensate for the load on the engine. The speed of the ship will decrease. I have experience with 0.7 meters UKC vessel moving as full ahead, making 6 knots GPS speed. The ship may start to vibrate, and mud showing up around ship's hull, vessels rolling and pitching reduce, turning diameter of the vessel will increase. It can be because as much as twice to that in open sea. So that's all, sir, in my CO1. Thank you.